Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing, I'm making a new series, or no, opening repertoire. Just the second episode because I have time. I actually recorded the first one a couple seconds ago, minutes ago, and just just upload it onto YouTube. So I'm just gonna film a second one, cause I have the time and I will, Okay, so I chose the second opening of the series. I say the Dutch. The Dutch is a the Dutch defense, not really a defense. Cause it's a very good. It's actually a pretty good opening. For me, it's a very good opening because it's a yes, it's weakening your king, but you have a but then it's a little bit you have a easy develop. It's a little bit more easy to develop here, and you get the and you have a simple plan. You have a couple simple plans. There's a couple types of Dutches. I will tell you about the one I play, and Gotham Chess recommends. Gotham Chess calls it the Gotham Dutch. I call it the Dutch because it's the Dutch, and I play this multiple times. I sometimes play the Leningrad Dutch, which I do not know. I barely know anything. Just the Leningrad Dutch is more like a you get this set up, and the bishop the dark sword bishop goes here. Oops, whatever. All right, but this Dutch we're gonna talk about is more like a this setup, where the bishop don't go here. No, they don't go here. They instead go out and normally trade for the knight. That lands over here potentially. And it's pretty good against London if you don't want to play a George opening. And plus it's a pretty good attacking opening because you already got the F pawn out over here. So you'll get more like good attack. Even if you castle here, you can still do the same thing. You still do the same thing if you hide your king like here or something. Just launch an attack if your opponent castle over there. And the light square bishop on the Dutch defense is super strong on the light square diagonal, and this knight gets to go here or here if it wants to. Wow, that's a lot of arrows. And and this bishop goes off to trade off that knight over there. We'll just keep that in mind. And the queen just goes whatever she wants, just whatever the game plan goes for her. Okay. And if your opponent I can play with this London opening, boom, boom. Wow, that's not the move order. Boom, 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 boom. There's no more this bishop here, trade off the knight, because there will be a pawn there, yada, yada, I could just bring the knight here. The bishop's over there. Hold on, what the heck? And then, this bishop goes here, castle, such easy opening, such an antidote to Dutch. No. This idea I talked about? If the king ever goes there, we do that. If you want to, And if they go there, we can launch a pawn attack. I mean, we have a pawn here already, so we're just gonna use it as a booster seat to go here, with the pawn, and here, it's the Dutch defense is more of the Dutch attack. But whatever. Wow, I spent 3 minutes on the intro. Wow, that's insane. Whatever. Well, let's start. Okay, the Dutch defense always start with d4 with the white pieces. Okay, they're looking for a easy game with the Queen's Gambit or the London, or the Catalan. Beginners don't need to know this, but instead of going for a d4 and potentially hopping into a London or Queen's Gambit where we might not like, we go for the Dutch. The Dutch is another way to fight for the e4 square. Okay, it's a little bit weakening to the king on this diagonal, but it's fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter. White's not that developed yet. Okay? Normally, white... Okay? If white plays the London, of course, they'll continue with the London, the London setup, with this, the usual London setup. But, the normal Dutch defense way, they go with c4. c4, what they say, D and C pawn always go together. They'll bring the knight here, bishop. Well, my arrows. Bishop here, easy development. And if they ever do that, remember what I say, Remember what I said? We bring the bishop here, if the knight goes there, we bring the bishop here, takes and damage their structure and hope for the endgame, which Gotham recommends. Alright? But let's go for when they play the London, alright? The London, it consists of these moves. Normally, yes, you will play this, This is very normal in the Dutch defense. Knight always goes there. Almost 99% of the chances the knight goes there, okay? And now white plays this. They don't have to. They could go in a different order, you know. They could go in a different move over order, you know. It doesn't really matter. It's London. It's all London. It's all Londonish. Okay? Okay, and then... And we'll show you the bishop against London where we place the bishop, alright? If you want to go for Leningrad, it's more of a, you know, like bishop here, bishop there. Who cares? You know? That's more of a Leningrad thing, you know? You know, the Leningrad goes here, here. Fianchetto's both bishops. The knight still have the option to go here or here if this pawn ever pushes. You know? To maybe support e4 maybe. You know? That's the idea in the Leningrad. But if we don't want to play Leningrad, you know, we blitz out this move, which e6, you know, and now they just like, oh look, stupid. Look, you can't play bishop there now. There's no more destroying my structure with the knight over there. Yada yada. It's just fine, okay? Fine, it's fine. The bishop can still go here or here, okay? If the bishop goes here, you know, then bishop takes, you trade off the bishop. And then you get a c file. But I don't really like this position because you get a double pawns, you know. You get a double pawns up here and, you know. But you get a c file advantage, too. You know, to potentially place pressure on the c file. Do I sound like a grandmaster? I'm not a grandmaster. I promise you, I'm not a grandmaster. Or I'll go more of this way, you know. This type of version. Why? Because, you know, we prepare castle. We don't get our pawns damaged, you know. And, you know, this bishop could be used for future attacks over here. You know, over here, you know. The bishop could go there. Maybe trade off in the future if we want to get a c-file and then bring queen there. You know, the knight can easily jump in. Blast the pawns. Blast the pawns over there, you know. I mean, yeah, whatever we do, you know. Whatever we do, you know. Alright? But we don't have to play that yet, actually. We could go for this, you know, where if you encounter our bishop early, okay? Which prevents any idea from them going this way. Or, you know, we play, you know, bishop there, and we just, you know, snipe the rook. They have to play knight here, you know, the light square is weakening on their side. Okay, so they go with the usual London stuff. London stuff we don't like, okay? No one likes London. If you play London, fine, but please play a different opening. If you just play London, but if you're playing other stuff besides London, you play London because you want to, you know. And, you know, I have respect, okay? I give you respect. But, okay, we bring a bishop out here, you know. This bishop's super strong since they can never break through. Since the f-pawn controls this square, they cannot go here. Now, this square is just pretty much locked in for the lights for us because we have literally 3 pieces pointing at. They don't have, like, one that could even move there and not even capture. Okay? So this you know, e4 square is ours. You know, this bishop feels strong. It fights light squares in the center, you know? It prevents any of these type of breaks. This bishop's super good, you know? And sometimes you can bring the knight here, but then it kind of blocks the bishop, so, you know, more of a, you know... Yeah, so they continue with the London stuff, you know? Okay? We don't want to block in our bishop, because then they could potentially play this, like, e4 idea, break the center. Well, potentially. They can't do it now because there's 2 more pieces there. But we could go for this. It's a little bit weakening of this pawn, but it's fine. They could go targeted, but we could just develop a queen with defense, you know? Wait, no, don't go this way. What the heck? Okay. Maybe that's too weakening of the move, you know? What's the best move? Oh, it's more advanced concept. It's where you know, give up the knight for the bishop because knights are worth more than bishops. I mean, bishops are worth more than knights. What am I talking about? Okay, I mean, this knight's just gonna be there for a little while, you know, because if you, I mean, you could develop it over to edge, but you know what they say, now in the room is really dim. But honestly, I don't see that as a bad move because of bishop trades, you know. Don't do that. That's just terrible. That's just good for it because this bishop is a monster on this diagonal. And this knight here can potentially help the future move c4, c5. You know, pokes at the white center. You know. But I mean, yeah. I mean, that's honestly a pretty good move, you know. But we could continue with our, you know, we could prepare a castle, which is normally a good move. Okay, you can play this in a different move order, but it's fine. Okay, opponent castle. We can castle there, or we could launch an early attack, which goes, you know, like this. You know, if this, you know, we could go this, you know, and this like a, you know, thing like Okay, what? Why is it so bad? I swear London players don't play this. Why will a London player play that? You know, what if they play this? What? Whoa, that's bad. Oh. But doesn't this lose a pawn or something? Yeah, doesn't this lose a pawn? What's so bad? Bishop takes e. Oh yeah, they get the pawn back. Dang. I'm too dumb for that. Whatever. Yeah, they play c5. No way a London player plays that because they're like, oh, let's keep this, structure, like the structure of the pawn. Let's keep it solid. But I mean, honestly, this idea, try to place a knight there. If they play, I'm to play this, I don't know, whatever happens, I mean, yeah, but I don't, whatever. I mean, you could castle too. I mean, it's probably more of a, principal move. Keep the king safe, and, you always have this, what the heck's happening? You always have this, a break with the rook help in the future. Not now, because there's a bishop there, plus there's a knight there. But I mean, in the future, and, just saying that light scores are super controlled for us, because the bishop, the knight, and the pawns, so bad at drawing arrows, I mean, white also has a pretty decent control over the dark squares, especially the d5 square. I mean, who cares? This is not advanced chess. I mean, I don't know what's best, I mean, we got convention of development, but I mean, this is the Dutch. This is the optimal setup you want, in future, once again, future, you could do this attack, the king could move over, rook snipes, the queen could just go there, and the bishop could help. What? Oops. Yeah, the bishop couldn't help. The knight could potentially, the pawn moves. The pawn moves, the knight can go here, and the knight can go there. Possibilities of the attack, because like a bunch of your pieces are pointed towards the king side where the king is. But okay, let's get back to the first position. This position. All right. What if they play c5? c4. All right, we do the usual. We develop a knight. They develop a knight, to try to fight for the light squares, to fight for the center, usually, actually. Now we bring this pawn here, okay? This pawn controls this, but they also control this. But, so they bring the second knight, this is pretty usual, This is super cool, okay? We don't have to bring the bishop out yet, because they just bring the bishop here, which is stupid. So we could bring our pawn out, Now white will bring the bishop out because they're like, cool, we're going to bring our bishop out, on a pretty active square, but targeting the c pawn. We'll bring our bishop out, usual stuff. Bishop, oops, once again. Bishop, snipes this diagonal, light squares, very secured, more secure than white, but the dark square is a little weak, We could turn off the dark square bishops if we want, but I mean, well then, they're like, go here, and now we could bring the bishop here, pin the knight. Okay, why does it have to care about it? They could just bring the bishop here, and, we could just castle, we could just leave the bishop there, and when they attack us, they waste a move on this pawn move, and then we take, and we just get this, double pawn for the opponent. They don't have to do that, though. They could just keep developing their whole army. Or they could bring the queen here, attacks the bishop, but we don't care. Take the bishop anyways. You know what they say, trading a bishop for a knight for no reason is bad. Just like in this case, not really actually. Why? Because, first of all, we have a bunch of pawns on light squares already, No, wait, what? We have a bunch of pawns on light squares, yeah. Yeah, but we also have a bunch of pawns on dark squares. It doesn't really matter, it's even, okay? There's no use, but now look at this queen. It looks stupid. It moved twice in the opening. What they say in the opening principle? Never move the same piece twice. This queen was moved twice. Yes, our bishop was also moved twice, but it was for a better purpose. Now this queen looks stupid. Okay? And that has to maybe make a third move to even get it improved better, okay? So we get to castle, they, bring the bishop out, You see? It's equal. We equalized. Black PC equalized, And yeah, that by the way, that. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot this can be done. Could trade off both of our bishop for both of the knights, damage their structure, but don't do it because this dark sword bishop was way powerful, was super powerful. Even the engine agrees with me. You know, yeah, best move is castle. See, I told you. You know, then bring the bishop out, etc. You know, d5. What? d5? Okay, well, you we can what? But it just said d5 was the best move. Am I blind? No, it's d6. Yeah, d6 controls this square, helps controlling this square, so the bishop can't go there, nor the knight. And yes, this is a touch weakening, but it's fine. No, nothing can target it. And this also prevents this move. It not really doesn't really prevent, but after takes, what's the best move? Knight d5. Yeah, then there's this fork. Yeah, same. Well, I mean, this is the Dutch defense, no? I mean, it's the Dutch. The Dutch defense is a pretty crazy opening, you know, it has a bunch of ideas. You know, where, you know, you could, there's ideas of attacking, and there's just ideas of positional play. It doesn't really, well, kind of positional play, you know, it's a little imbalance-ish. What, wait, I don't even know what the term imbalance means. Why am I using it? Okay, whatever. It's just a great random opening, you know. If you don't want to deal with the London nor Queen's Gambit, like me, I don't like the potential of the London. I just find it annoying to play against. So I'm like, if they ever play D4, I'm gonna play the Dutch, my number one to go. You know, if I see D4, I don't even take a think Dutch, and just play the optimal setup. You know, like pre-moving it. You know, well, not like really pre-moving, but yeah. I mean, that's it for what I got for you guys. I mean, this is it. I guess so. See you guys in another video. Bye.